Alright folks, we are back to EarthBound once again. Last time my controls were a little different, and that is because I was using a different control setup in DS4 Windows and didn't even realize it, because I guess I have two set for PS4 controllers, and one of them is mapped differently, basically. Strange that I did that. Anyway, we are going to go take on Mr. Monotoli's big building today, which is right here, conveniently enough. And before I do that, actually, let me do one quick thing. Okay, I think I timed that so you wouldn't have even noticed if I hadn't said anything. Lost your shirt. You still have your shirt. Isn't that thing you play on the computer? It's supposed to have originally been another reference to gambling, but they changed that. Yeah? Okay, good for you, buddy. Alright. Elevator is only for Master Pokey's use. Goes directly to the 47th floor. Well, because we pretty much have to stand next to you and you're that tall, I guess. It's actually kind of amusing if you position it right. Ness will actually turn around when she says, "Quit staring at my hips." Take a pot shot with a machine gun. That seems, I think pot shot is a bit strong, and you were almost gonna beat me up. What the hell? People around here are horrible. I'm not even gonna talk to Pokey, because screw that guy. Only we can go. Alright. Well, I see you've got a separate elevator for your top floor here. Well, alright, buddy. You do you. I guess you gotta have a little extra security to keep the rubes out. You could just use, like, a key or something. I don't know. Alright, so here's what we've got in terms of enemies in this place. We've got these killbots who are going to get mad at us if we don't say our password. Also, you'll notice I'm not in control of this text speed thing for the 1098 everything, and they start speeding up as they go along. It's actually kind of hilarious in a really, really, like, nasty way if you think about it, but also that is totally how somebody like this would operate. Also, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, once again, get a load of my cursor, because I'm using an emulator here. I believe that that's supposed to look like they're shooting a little blue ring thing, sort of plasma shot, and it almost looks right, but it also kind of looks like the gun is blue. It could go either way. Also, yes, the sentry robots love to call for help, and it is... it's not great. Thankfully, they seem to be failing a lot. That's making my life so much easier, actually. And this time, for real! Now we've got ourselves a bit of a maze as the layout up here, because, well, top floor of a big office building. And because of all the twisting perspectives and everything, it can be a bit confusing. Oh, the bathrooms are not where we need to go. Oh, get away from me. There we go. That's right. I think that is actually the... Why are you like this? I just want to explore this office building. Come on, there's items in here and stuff. I think. Oh. Uh-oh. I did not remember that they have bottle rockets. That shows you how much I've seen this part in a while. Should probably heal pretty soon because there is a boss at the end of this area. Oh, is that it? It's just the other side of the room? Okay. Yeah, we can kind of sneak past... No, we can't. Never mind. Also, there is one upside about the sentry robots, and that is that if we get back attacked by them, which is a very real possibility, if we get back attacked by them, it doesn't count because they have a whole event set up for their encounter. So the game's like, that's not a thing to worry about. It's very strange, but I'm not going to complain. I am, however, going to heal Ness. Do I have a skip sandwich? I don't have a skip sandwich, do I? No can do. Well, that puts a bit of a damper on things. As does getting caught in the door jam, apparently. Good job, Ness. Good job. I don't know what to say about that one except good job. And I already said that, so. This way. Oh, hello. Oh, I think that's supposed to be an insult, but you didn't understand it. Well, that's okay. Why is your little room all the way over here? That's actually the end of the area. I wanna explore some more. Ah, here we go. A vital capsule. That will give us a quick point of vitality. And so, the next time we level up, Jeff should be getting some more HP. Also, Jeff, why don't you eat this trout-flavored yogurt? Oh, that's actually worth more health than I thought it was, so... Nice, I guess. I'm not sure I'd want to eat trout-flavored yogurt, but okay. Alright, so... See, here we should notice that we're not going to get Snuck Attack because the fight had to go into some scripting first. And again, I'll take anything this game is willing to give me because it's a hard game. As you can see, those robots are not exactly easy to beat. They're taking a couple of turns. It's in the present, Sudden Guts Pill. Well, that's some free money, so... Again, hard to complain about that. I think our health is pretty close to full. Not exactly, but decent enough. So let's go into this boss fight already. With this silly looking thing that slides at us. Oh, it just makes noises, doesn't even talk. The Clumsy Robot. So, this is an interesting boss because it lies to you, and we'll find out about that in a moment, I guess. Alright, so it can't really be frozen by the slime generator, I guess. However, it does have the ability to freeze us, so that's irritating. You'll notice it's wasting a lot of turns, though. Oh, see, it says it ate a bologna sandwich and recovered all of its health. Don't worry, it didn't actually. It just said that it did. So, like, if you had something that told you that information right now, which the game doesn't do, but if you were using, like, a memory viewer or something, you wouldn't see any change. It's actually kind of a funny idea, but I am obviously glad they only did it once, because otherwise that's very, well, not useful, I guess. Let's throw that bomb. Can we just end this thing already, please? We're missing a lot, and that's, like, the worst of it, really. is, hey, good luck hitting this thing. There we go. All of a sudden, some guys rushed into the room. The Runaway 5. Oh, good job, Lucky. Flip the switch and it stopped. Well, if only we could get at that, we could have probably beat it quickly, but no such luck. Jeff, not exactly a sniper, I guess. You'll help us in whatever way you can, huh? That's okay, we'll let the story happen to us, basically. Oh, does it? Well, we're getting some pretty disturbing music in this area, so... Oh? Oh, is the bear? No, no, no. Although, look at this bear statue. He's stuffed. Nice. I guess it's not really a statue. Skinny arms, thin body, and gray hair. Become so weak since you lost the money statue. I mean, I would assume only political power is the things you ever had. Well, that was pretty easy to get Mr. Monotoli to give up Paula, so that's... There's no catch? Take some time to listen to him. Alright, what do you got, buddy? Alright. What's the deal? The Mani statue creates an illusion. Yes, we did find that out. Attracts evil spirits and weakens your heart. Power scared me so much you hid it in the warehouse at Jackie's Cafe. Often went there to pray. Cryptic words appeared to me while I was in the illusion. Ness, your name appeared in the cryptic messages. Stop Ness and do so by your own hand. Well, I don't think you were doing that part very well. Or don't let them go to Summers? Make sure they know nothing of the pyramid. Ooh, well, it's a good thing you told us about this, because otherwise we might be very much without a lead. Someone obviously doesn't want us to go to Summers. Gigas or something. So the statue is just sort of connected to Gigas? What? That's strange. Well, yeah, clearly we should go to Summers. I hope we just don't get attacked in any ways we try to get there. Located across the ocean, take your helicopter. Well, that's very generous of you. As he shoves the stuffed bear in front of the door. That must be a light stuffed bear then, because you were saying how incredibly frail you were. Well, maybe he's at least of normal strength, I guess. And we have got Paula back in our party. Let's take a quick look over here and see what the deal is. Oh yeah, she's got that pizza that I actually probably should have given to someone else. It might have made part of the monkey maze a little bit easier to deal with. Going to give her these things. And here, you know what, Paula? Equip that flame pendant as well. That's a pretty good boost of defense there. 14 points. I like something like that, yeah. Good 14 points of defense. That's always a nice little thing to get after somebody is taken out of the party for a billion years. For now, we need to keep going on to this heliport, and hey, there it is. Hmm? Uh-oh. Hey, come back here! What the? What's the? Oh, are you trying to ram me? Pokey! This motherfucker! Nobody thought to throw this guy out the window? I guess not. World-class loser. You know what, Pokey? You're just You're not very nice. Really, coming in and stealing an old man's helicopter? What's wrong with you? And hello there, Lampy. You enter right in the middle of the cutscene. You hope he's okay? He stole your helicopter! Oh boy, what now? You know any boats, Paula? Do you know any boats? Yeah, that's a phrase. Get to Summers, we need to go back to Threed. Well... okay. I get to Threed as soon as possible. Take us in the tour bus. Alright. Oh. Time to walk out of this office building maze. I think it's mostly just go to the right, which is at least pretty easy to get out of. Uh-oh. Apple Kid. Yeah, what's the deal? Discover the primary enemy of all humanity. Yeah? Fight and defeat this being. We need to invent a machine called the Phase Distorter. Ooh, spoilers. Find the walk-during scientist, Dr. Andonuts, and make the distorter. You may be gone for a while. Well, I mean, we're gonna visit Dr. Andonuts soon. Spoiler alert. So we may be able to see that guy pretty soon, but you don't mean our autograph? Well, whose autograph? Mr. Monotoli? He's nobody, he's just some rich guy. He's not important. Why would you want his autograph? Oh, what do you guys got to say now? Oh, yeah? Not really. You don't look like you're necessarily worth a ton of experience points because you probably don't have that programmed in. Well, what if I just stand over here and... oh. That sounds really terrible. Even by my standards. Alright, get in the van. Or bus, rather. You have to walk into the front of it. Yes, that seems like... let's crawl in through the windshield! That sounds like a smart thing to do. Oh, wait. I do admit that it is a little strange that a couple of these sprites really don't have any frames of animation. Like, this van is just sliding along the road. It doesn't, the wheels don't turn whatsoever. I really love this game a lot, but I will admit that there's some things that would keep a lot of people away from it. It's such a nice bus. It is a nice bus. I will absolutely give that. And maybe it just slides along the road because it's not actually touching the road. It's sort of anti-gravity a little bit. It is a very interesting game, and that roof pattern, I just realized, oh, that looks a little bit not angled properly. But that actually makes it better. I mean, that's okay. This is pretty good. You're having a tough time? Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Why did we need to come back here? Must have forgotten some very important item or gadget here. Well... the closest thing I can think of to an item or gadget is in a hole in the ground and broken. And that's actually the solution. Then again, we do have Jeff in our party. Maybe he can fix it up. He's come a long way. We'll find out what the deal is once we get to where in the graveyard that hole is. Which I actually don't 100% remember. So this might take a second. This way. No? It's down from here, right? It's in another part of the graveyard. Whoops. Because as you have probably noticed, Threed's graveyard is laid out a little bit sprawlingly, so I forget this a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Look at this big hole in the ground. We can't just jump straight down. We have to go into this ladder, into this little chamber that nobody has done anything about, I guess. Oh, hey, look, the Skyrunner is fixed. Hey, you painted over all the damaged parts of... Are you sure this thing is skyworthy? That sounds like a bad idea to try and get into something that is... Ah, yes, okay. I could have just hit the L button. Well, yeah, thankfully Jeff knows what he's doing. He's also got an electric screwdriver that he's been holding out on, apparently, so... Dr. Andonuts. Yeah, you can probably fix that on your own. Go, machine, go, indeed. And once again, I believe this is a part... Hello, Retro Fanatic. I believe this is a part where you have to press the A button in order to make the machine take off? Could be wrong about that. It's been a bit of a while since I've played this game. Whee! Ah, yes, this part with its beginning of "Won't Get Fooled Again by the Who" sound. One of the longest songs that you'll hear all of on the radio pretty much constantly. Well, saying that, I don't really know what the current status of classic rock radio stations is in the States. Did I find one of the rare equipment pieces? I don't think we're at a point where we can actually get any of them just yet. So, that'll be an... Oh, did I just get... Well, I know that the next time... Oh, the monkeys got married. Neat. That's by a cave north of Stonehenge. Don't you ever wonder what's inside? Stop thinking about it. Go and see what's there. Ah, they're gonna go do monkey business. Gotcha. That's multiple layers of jokes that were all very questionably expressed. Yes, I cannot currently get into the Stonehenge base, I do not believe, because I'm pretty sure I need the eraser to get inside. But if I could go fight the enemies there and try to get the Sword of Kings. From the Starman DX, I think they are. Wait, is Starman DX the boss, or is that Starman Super? I don't remember the words. Anyway, Andonuts is going to work on fixing the Skyrunner. Coworker Bigfoot dislikes violence. Nice guy and loves people. There's a beef jerky with you. Oh, you sell items. What do you got? There's some interesting things, but it's all healing items. Duly noted, though. Yeah, see, actually, I can see how far into Stonehenge I can push, and I can show you real quick. Granted, at this point, I would be super weak. It would not be smart for me to fight enemies right now in here anyway. Because I could all whip my ass, but as you will see, for some reason, something that looks like a very large iron eraser is in the way. We are a bit stuck in terms of being able to get in there. However, I do believe that is the earliest enemy that... Oh, hello. Yeah. However, I think that the Starman in question is the earliest enemy that we can face. Oh, I went back in the hole. I was trying to fight the Mighty Bear because I wanted to show it off. This is not the same Mighty Bear that we fought earlier in the game. This is a Mighty Bear 7. I suppose it's better than being Mighty Bear number 9, but... It's a whole other story. That said, I think once we gain access to the Stonehenge base, that is the earliest... Yeah, Ness is having a real bad time hitting it. Granted, so is like almost everybody, but... I think that that's the first rare equipment enemy that we can fight. We'll find out when we get back to this point later in the game. And here we are at the 4th Your Sanctuary. You've probably noticed that we skipped over the 3rd, but we will come back to that in a bit. First, we get to fight Shroom. You don't have any items that I can use to that end, Jeff. Dang. Well. Ooh, that's not super great. Well, Ness isn't going to be using any techniques. Oh good, I'm glad it can heal. I'm doing all my controls a little wrong here, apparently. For some reason, I have forgotten the defaults of how the interface is set up. Oh, Ness got poisoned now, too, and is feeling funky. Ooh, really? Really? Oh, this fight is irritating for this reason. Disrupted our senses. I don't really know what that is, but it didn't work, whatever it was, so that's better. That's fine. Amazing how Ness can only hit when it's detrimental, right? This boss fight is definitely one of the more irritating ones in the game, as you can tell, because it very much turns into RNG garbage times very fast. Wait, don't... Why are you like this, Ness? Oh, right. Well... Auto battle. Come on, Ness, end the damn fight. Wow. That... Good. I'm glad. Where are we? Okay, good. It brought us back here. Thankfully, the thing completely heals us. There isn't really any protection against getting mushroomed, as far as I can remember. So that's a bit of a problem. I also don't think it can be removed with healing beta. It can probably be removed with healing gamma, but that is a world of grinding away. Against enemies that don't really give us that much experience in the long haul of it, so... It's probably more gonna hash out to, God, I hope this thing doesn't mushroom Ness, and preferably not Paula either. Damn it. Okay, good. Well, at least he's targeting properly, so there's that. We're gonna take a much higher risk approach than usual here, I guess, because, yeah, at this point we may as well. This fight is pretty much just luck-based, so... Aw, Paula got poisoned. That's irritating. Again, thankfully Ness is being really good for the moment, but I feel like our luck is probably about to run out there, so... Ness, switch back to just using the baseball bat. Oh wow, okay. Let's try healing Paula's poison, because that's gonna be a problem. And I prefer for this fight to not die from me basically timing out. That works, yeah. That's good. Hey, yeah, because of course it didn't work, because he's already a mushroom. Or mushroomed, or... Oh, now Jeff is... Well, thankfully the fight ended. Otherwise, that could be a quite irritating experience. Hooray, Ness gained some levels and gained life up Gamma. That is a great thing to have. Freeze Gamma, that would have been nice during this fight. That would have made it a lot faster. And Jeff should be getting a nice chunk of HP, there we go, yep. Pull 22 out of that first level. So I get the feeling we're a little underleveled for this fight, to say the least. However, we don't have to worry about being mushroomed here, because we get a full heal from the Sanctuary location. We'll be going back for the third Sanctuary pretty soon, by the way. For anybody who's concerned that I've left it for as long as I have, don't worry. Got a whiff of steak, but in all capitals. With a capital at the start of the word. And this is all we have to do in order to advance the plot, is just go in there, and... Now we gotta get past these enemies and not get stabbed in the back by the bat making weird motions. Thankfully, that all went according to plan. This, however, less so. So what's our layout look like here? We've got a Mighty Bear at the front and the two cave boys in the back. I think this'll do. Oh wow, that's a lot of stat reduction, actually. Please relax. Good damage on the Mighty Bear there. Yeah, you can see that... Oh really? It didn't work on one of them? Amazing. Ness, you can even miss when you're casting spells. Good job. I'm just sitting here thinking, what if FF14 and Black Mage, but it had an accuracy check for all of its spells? Just imagine how frustrating that would be, and needlessly so. A class where you already have to stand still 99% of the time. Like, oh, well, I better try to decide real quick if I should get out of the way of this AoE or not. Do I get away from here, or do I lose my ley lines? Oh no! That would be incredibly mean, you are correct. Alright, hi, Dr. Andonuts. Yes, we've heard. Yes, we found something out, that's for sure. Finished remodeling the Skyrunner. 1 second, I'm gonna sneeze. Good thing I muted my mic before I mentioned it. It shouldn't break this time. Well, that's a real vote of confidence. And hit the button, and away we go. I kind of wonder how hard it would be to learn to play this piece of music on an organ or something. So there's a Goodwill kind of near where I live, which I haven't been to in over a year now because, you know, pandemic. Why would I do that if I could avoid it? And they very often would have like a keyboard type of like old sort of electric organ. Yes, an organ that's not a keyboard. I'm sure that exists. And oh, can I not check these chunks? Okay. And I've seen it there so many times at like different points. Like clearly some people keep buying it and then giving it back. And I've thought about picking that up at some point because I seem to recall it's usually pretty cheap whenever it shows up, but I'm also like, where the hell would I put it? Maybe this time, once it feels safe to go out, I will see about that. We'll be back after you eat? Alright. So what's this fella got? Oh, you sound very normal there. Sound much like somebody whose name I won't drop in here, but, yeah. Summer's a dream paradise on a beach? I mean, it might be nice for a little while. Otherwise, it would just get warm and you get sand in your everything. I don't know. Beaches aren't all they're cracked up to be, that's all. And we've got a taxi cab over here. This one doesn't want to kill us. Oh, photographer. Oh, you're not even gonna land in the tree? That's not a very good photograph. We're all blocked by the car. How silly. L'Hôtel du Sommer. I didn't pronounce that very well. $150 a night. There are a lot of hotels in Summers, by the way, as you kind of expect for it being like, hey, here's a beach resort type of area. And I believe they vary in price a good bit. Make your face turn blue, yeah? Unfortunately, that won't be represented, but there's certainly going to be some things that are very expensive. Ants for sure. Yeah, in the restaurant. What you got? Chef special, that's not very descriptive. Kraken soup, that... I'm not 100% sure what to, what exactly to say about that, except that that is quite, sounds quite strong. In fact, I think the Kraken soup is a full heal, no matter what your HP. So that's... Why would you think that Ness is a waiter? Look at him. Wow, thanks. Glass after glass of iced coffee. Yeah, that's... Oh, I'm sure you're completely just drinking coffee and not something that's making you very drunk. Not like rocks or stones. Why would Why would we assume you eat rocks or stones anyway? Is everyone here just, some kind of lizard? It turns out all of the humans are actually reptiles of some sort. This is where Reptile from Mortal Kombat actually comes from, I guess. Breaking into other people on important ventures do such things, but you have to admit that it's bizarre. I mean, I guess, yeah. All right, let's see where the cameraman comes in this time. Oh, right on the old lady's table. That. Well, I guess they've got to have at least a couple of very silly places for this cameraman to show up here. Can we go out in the... What is the top of the screen here? Like the atmosphere in this dress. Well, I mean, we've already mentioned Kraken Soup. That definitely is pretty good. Although the price is not exactly super nice. Can't surf at this beach. Why can't you surf at the beach? Too late. What's this? It just appears to be an abandoned ice cream stand. Shop. There's a butterfly. We don't really need the butterfly, but let's take the butterfly anyway. I mean, who doesn't like a butterfly? If only we could have them in our inventory in a little terrarium or something to just use when we need them. What do we got in the shop? Big monster living in the sea between here and Scaraba, you say. You seen a picture of it? Was it a little thing that looked like it was sticking out of the lake and was kind of fuzzy and turned out later was something some guy put in there? It's a story about the old Loch Ness Monster hoax photograph, basically. So we've got some pretty impressive gear here that's making our HUD go a little bit ballistic. But it is very expensive. Do we even have 30 grand to get these diamond bands? This place isn't for looky-loos, yeah. Aren't you a great individual? We have enough for... We have enough for the diamond bands, at least. This is about to bankrupt us, but... Well... Actually, do we have anything to sell? Alright, so Ness's inventory is pretty low on stuff. That's good. Alright, 200 bucks for the Great Charm. How about that Sudden Guts pill? Yeah, give me that 250. Alright. Yeah, that's a pretty substantial defense upgrade there, right? That's 20 grand a piece for, or 20 grand. What am I saying? Pardon me. 20 points of defense up from the gold band. Granted, it's less effective for Paula, but again, plus 10 defense is still alright. And we get a little chunk of the money back. Let's grab the big league bat. That should be pretty good for Ness. Oh yeah, that's 16 more offense, I think. Yep, take the Mr. Baseball and the chef's fry pan. Only 10 for Paula for offense up, but we got a nicer return on the deluxe fry pan, I guess. And that was much cheaper. This is not the Stoic Club. Please be on your way. You need to look at what building you're in, my friend. It very specifically says Club Stoic up there. What the fuck is this if it's not the Stoic Club? Oh, I'm sorry. Should I be looking for the building with the words in the right order? A fantastic vacation, at least until you run out of money. Thank you. What's this? It looks like somebody left a canary on the beach. It's a mynah bird! Pardon me. Don't talk to me. My mind is complete blank. Well, I mean, you're just a bird. I mean, birds could give us advice, but still. Check out the Scaraba Cultural Museum. It may be helpful to us. They have a hieroglyph from a period. A hieroglyph from a pyramid, pardon me. That's a strange thing to screw up there. That's a very specific thing as well to point out. Is it just a chunk of rock with things written on it from a pyramid? Alright, so there's the hospital. Another hotel sign. I could have sworn there were a bunch more hotels around here, or are there just a bunch of hotel signs? East of here is Port Toto. Oh, you're not a billboard. You just talk like one. You just play one on TV. Fair enough. Scaraba, we need to cross the sea. A monster named Kraken lives in the open sea. Attacks ships that pass through. Apparently there's enough of those to make soup out of, so, It's a mysterious town, it's your dream town, yeah? What's in the shop, anything? You got a pirate. If you be heading to Scaraba, you ought to shop here. I didn't do that voice very well at all. Alright. You have not quite as good defense gear, but you do have better prices than the other place. I think we're good on that front, though. Let's keep checking out this town. Hey, you. A grave robber. That's a strange thing to admit. Hey, you. The Stoic Club in Summers. I've seen it, yes. You need a secret you need to call a secret number for a reservation if you want to get in. Oh, well, thank you. It's a strange place. Well, I mean, honestly, if you want me to call a secret number to get in there, that's pretty weird already. Jeff? No, I'm sorry. This is Ness. Finally got a hold of us, huh? Tony, collecting players' names for a school project, eh? It's just like you. That's right, you, the one holding the controller. Oh, I get it. Would you register your name, please? Don't spell your name wrong. So, this is interesting because there's another place in the game where an NPC asks you your name. And of course, this was very different in the Japanese version because, well, because of course they have a different system of writing and everything. One of them asked you for the name in Japanese and one of them asked you for the name in English. However, in this game, you instead get asked once for your name in English and then you get a chance to change it. So, we are going to input. Well, we're gonna hear some different sound effects here and there. Let's leave it in all caps, that's fine. Thanks, game player, thank you very much. Is this correct? Yeah, we get a chance to make sure it's right. I could put a little symbol in there. I could put a big circle. If I wanted to. Apologize for any trouble this may have caused us. Don't put Jeff in any dangerous situations. He's fine. He only got mushroomed once during that boss fight. And only got horribly murdered by somebody else who was mushroomed once during that boss fight. I almost kind of wonder if he's just like, click at least once during that and just Oh, by the way, I wasn't done hanging up yet. Oh, Tony. Meow. That cat looks like it's wearing just a very large cat-shaped mask. Would I like a boat ride? Not right now. You don't feel like sending a ship out. You're worried about your wife. Not afraid of the Kraken. Wife's totally ignoring her magic cake business? She spends her time hanging out in a strange club. No longer have any mutual interests to discuss. Oh, my friend, I am very sorry. I believe your wife has been inducted into a cult. We're going to have to do something, apparently. Yeah, where'd you see the dinosaurs? It had been out of the underground where it dried out? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, we know that there's dinosaur skeletons out there. Even by the things dogs say, that's pretty strange. Closer to play the trumpet. That doesn't look like much of a trumpet. That looks like a saxophone. Of course you don't know how to play the trumpet. You have a saxophone. Pardon me? Meow. You ever just knock on the door and somebody says meow from the other side? That's weird. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the shop over here in Toto, and we're going to call that Stoic Club and find out what the deal is. Sure, let's make a reservation. Looking forward to having us here. Gotcha. Well, I sure hope so. We are vaguely plot relevant, I swear. We'll go to the museum in a bit. Club Stoic. What have you got for us, Club Stoic? Ooh. I think this music is from the other museum, actually. The show? It's already started. Everyone stares at the stone on stage and philosophizes. And it sounds stupid? It's a pretty nice rock. What's this fella? Well, I haven't asked any of them either. Hey, high prices just for a glass of water and the chance to have serious intellectual discussions. You know, fair enough. I mean, water is okay. You really want to eat some magic cake? Mysterious work of art. You can't get that cake off your mind. Yeah? So this magic cake thing is starting to sound a little bit important. Hanging out in this club. There at the entrance. What is that buzzing sound? I see this person's having a bit of an issue. Finally awakened the inner me, the true self. Ah, you've defeated your shadow. You've unlocked your persona. You're not at least gonna tell me what it is? How disappointing. Stare into their soul hard enough to burn a hole in their psyche. Now comfortable enough to stare at the real me, the true self, and burn the impression on your super ego in this comfort zone at any time, all the time, or at no time. Make up your mind, please! It is what? Magic cake. Yes, strange lady, I want to eat your magic cake. Don't clip this piece out of context or something. Stop by a little cart out on the beach later. Gotcha. Very complicated issue. Depends what's in the rock. He fell asleep. Oh no. Can't envision the final collapse of capitalism. Well, I mean, I can, but the way things are going, I can't envision it without an apocalypse. Ooh, I think this part is starting to bum me out. Let's get the hell out of here. It's a good thing we talked to everybody already, and we've advanced the plot as we need to. Hello, Mina Bird. So the Mina Bird just repeats a random bit of text from somebody in this map, which is kind of neat. Right, what do you got? Told us came far off just to eat your magic cake. Yes, thought making cakes would be the best career for you. Yeah. Used all leftover materials. Well, I guess the question is leftover from what? I hope it's not made of cardboard. Well, whatever it's made out of, it appears to be made out of a crap load of drugs because, wow. That really did us in mentally there, apparently. Yes, a dream. Let's go with that. Oh, wow, this place is really high up, huh? Dalam in the Far East. That's some big elephant statues. Palace of Pooh, the Crown Prince. Ooh, I guess we're getting a new character finally. And this game is about to become like 80% funnier. Take our final trial. The place of emptiness and endure this final test. Gotcha. We'll find out what that is in a second. But first, let's open all these treasure chests. Brain food lunch. Cup of life noodles. Very nice. And this will be the brainstone. Yeah. The brainstone makes the person who wears it immune to brain shock, which is not really a huge threat anyway. I think it's brain shock. It might be loss of concentration. Also, this man serves as a telephone. That is very strange. Let's go ahead and save. So I've got to wonder how this whole thing operates. Well, I guess there is like an actual receiver attached to his head. I thought it was just a part of his hair. Now that I can see the color, it's like that looks a little more like just something attached to his head. I want to talk. Oh, I guess Prince Pooh is very attractive, but it's hard to see at these resolutions. The sprite is not conducive to that. And yes, I see we've got a very philosophical population here and some swirling pink clouds. All very nice. Oh, this friend just didn't have such a great lunch, apparently. And, well, we won't be sticking around here for that purpose. Look around the house as much as... There's not much going on in here, but then again, maybe we just can't get around here. That's a very large table, all told. Especially in terms of blocking us off, but we got a bottle of water. Anything going on in here? Let's roast some garlic. That will certainly linger in the air. People into moo training. He's learning all about handling farm animals. Except dollars. Gotcha. So that might be, Yeah, see, she even outright says he's a hunk. Again, can only see so much from the sprite, but... I'm impressed by how well his hair stands up. Bottle of water, bowl of rice gruel. Wish you could recover your PP just by drinking water. Yeah, that's the thing we can do, is that those bottles of water give us back some psychic points. Rice gruel and those sorts of things. What do we got? Yeah, not a whole lot going on here. We do have brain food lunches for $800 though. Which, yeah, they give you a lot of health and psychic points back. And the jar of Della sauce. This is the most expensive condiment in the game, but it allows Prince Pooh to eat any type of food and get all of its bonus. Most of the time, if he tries to eat most food, it won't actually give him his full health and psychic point benefit from it. But if he has one of that with it, it'll work correctly, basically. It's an interesting idea in terms of mechanics, but I don't know about handling, you know? Most of the time, it seems like it would be more of a pain in the butt than it's worth, in short. And see, there's one right there. Yes, that seems to be the case. Well, living a more serious lifestyle nowadays. Gotcha. Well, he has been training a lot, apparently. And what are these? As strange as this may sound, yeah. Sure, statues of rabbits blocking the path. Not the weirdest thing we've seen in this game by a wide margin, although the weirdly solid black sprites. If we have to visit here at night, they might be hard to see. Stealth rabbits. Prince Pooh. This man has an impressive mustache now that I can get a good look at it. I'm gonna go, you completed Moo training. Want to show a higher level of intelligence. Still realizing it's high level. Oh, away he goes! This is teleporting basically upward in a spiraling tornado type of pattern. So we climb up these ropes, and thus begins the end of Prince Pooh's training in the place of nothingness. A messenger from our master. Do not listen to this person. She's trying to distract you. If you come down the rope, you will have to go all the way back to the palace, and the master will go, I didn't say anything like that, go back there, and you start this whole thing over again. However, you sit here for long enough, and you start getting this freaky background, and this even freakier ghost head. What do you want from us, buddy? The spirit of our ancient lineage. To complete our trial, going to break our legs? That seems a little intense. But, okay. Oh wow, we took damage from that. Oh, we took a lot of damage from that, wow. Prince Pooh's, I guess the legs account for a large portion of your HP. Tear our arms off. Take your arms and feed them to the that just seems unnecessary. But sure. Oh, we're out of HP and we're still alive. But legs and arms, you can only lie there. My ears? Hearing away, do you? Well, this noise is starting to get a little bit yeah, see, and then the game sound goes silent, except for the interface. Oh no, the interface is silent too, I was wrong. No legs, no arms, no sound. By floating words through the air, I must ask you, do I care if I take your eyes? This background is starting to go a little bit, do I want to live in eternal darkness? Fuck no, I've played that game. It's scary as hell. But sure. Only communicate directly with our mind. Your mind is all you have left, and it will take your mind, though you probably don't want to allow that, do you? Well, that would put a bit of a damper on this whole thing, so maybe wait. Can't answer, he can't even move. Well, he didn't take away our ability to speak, did he? Sad, are you lonely? You lose your mind, you also lose any feelings of sadness. Do you accept this? I will take your mind, Prince Pooh. Know that I will possess it. That's not the kind of losing of mind that I would expect here, really. Huh? Completed our training. That's it? Just talk to the weird ghost head for a little bit and lose our HP and yet not die? That whole scene is pretty creepy, though, so fair enough. Let's head on back. And into the palace we go. Alright, what do you got for us, boss? Complete our Moo training. Nothing more to teach you from the holy writings. Not bad. Unfortunately, Pooh is entering the party at level 18, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Evil entity that controls all wickedness is preparing for the greatest struggle of all time. Once you can challenge the entity, there are 3 boys and 1 girl. One named Ness is the leader of the 4. One of the boys is you, Prince Pooh. Well, we knew that when we named him. Earth herself. Pray for growth in the might of the 4. Level is now 16. Gained 4, 2. Only a little bit in terms of max HP. Level 17, we gain like nothing in terms of our other stats. We learned Teleport Alpha. 18. Getting a little bit of most things. And Teleport Beta. Oh, nice. So Pooh is definitely going to be the one getting us around places, it looks like. Wow, how do you do that? That's pretty impressive. Oh, he just skids right past us in the sand. Surfer Ness, a little bait. Well, ease off, buddy. Life's in our hands. That is true, I guess, because Pooh doesn't get to do things alone. But I don't have a great bit of news for you about that, I guess. Alright, so Pooh has basically a combination of everybody's Psy abilities. Let's have a quick look at... That's the wrong check button. Status, and let's go have a look at him. Pop open his ability menu. You can see he's got Freeze and Thunder. He gains another Psy ability later, which is not Fire. It's called Starstorm, and it's actually a little better than Fire. You can see he's got the same recovery moves that Ness does, although he doesn't have Life Up Gamma yet. Maybe later. Shields. Alright, Pooh has some unusual shields going on. So for a start, we've got the single target power shields, and we have the area of effect Psy shields. So that's not a bad set of skills, really. And as for others, well, Pooh has Teleport in Alpha and Beta. Allows you to immediately return to a place where you have already been. You need a good running approach for this to work. We've seen this before. Beta, this one is pretty good. Allows you to immediately return to a place where you have already been. You don't need a running approach to use this. It is also called the Tornado Teleport. However, we have to use that from the Psy menu. And we are going to teleport to Saturn Valley. And this one is, you can see it takes much longer, but you don't have to worry about controlling it or getting a good running start. I don't know if I showed that off very well, but you can control how the teleport goes with the linear one. And we're going to come in here and we're going to try and get a couple of items fixed for Jeff real quick before we go into the place. Yeah, we fixed the broken spray can. We got ourselves a defense spray. Nice. I think we should be able to fix the broken tube at this point. Right, Jeff? Come on, you can do it. I don't know if we really need to, because we have the neutralizer, and I think that's the shield killer. Might be the HP sucker. We'll find out in a second, though. There we go. Broken pipe became the shield killer. Yeah, we don't need the shield killer. I don't think, anyway, because the shield killer should be a target everything. Items for Jeff. Breaks through the enemy's shield during a battle. It might be worth keeping that because that is something that only targets enemies, maybe? Counter psi unit, help. Mr. Jeff. Oh, right, that's the one that I think is basically silence. Alright, so neutralizer. This one resets abilities of all creatures to their normal levels. Any changes it taking place due to science such as neutralize. It also neutralizes all shields, friend or enemy that were in effect. Right, okay. So the shield killer might actually still be of use to us for a little bit. Alright, fix the broken tube, Jeff. Come on, you can do better than this. I swear. Alternately, I could go look up and make sure that I'm not incorrect about that broken tube. In fact, that's actually what I'm gonna go do. So, y'all are gonna lose sound for just a second, but by just a second, I mean like 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes. More like a minute and a half, maybe. Alright, broken tube, broken items, there we go. Oh, okay, that's a little further up the deal. What's that? 36 it said for that? Did we miss out on the thing that gives us the HP sucker? No, I think we just picked that up just as a not broken item. Alright, so we need 36 IQ to fix that. Let's see what Jeff is bringing to the table here. Are you at 36 yet, Jeff? I overshot. No, Jeff is only at 34, so I've been trying in vain on that one a little bit. That's my bad. Alright, you're the hospital. Now I'm looking for... What's the shop? Is it, like, up from here? I guess it is. It's not up from there, though. It's up from the other ladder. Hey, you. What? Well, I'd like you to take this defense spray from us. That $250. Anything else to sell is my question. Ooh, do you have any items that are not good? Honestly, I'm not gonna use that jar of Della sauce. I'll take the 150 though. Another thing is that Pooh doesn't use traditional equipment. He has 4 special pieces of equipment, but otherwise he is going completely without any gear. He's very much the monk of the party, but a little more than usual. Wow, that's really throwing me the works here, huh? Got a Ranboob, the Strut and Evil Mushroom, and the Tough Mobile Sprout. We've seen the Strut and Evil Mushroom, and we've seen the Tough Mobile Sprout before. The Ranboob, however, which has, like, probably the funniest name in a while. That's a completely different, completely new enemy. Oh boy, we got mushroomed as soon as we walked in. Oh, why? Great work, Ness. See if I pay you again, buddy. least let's get this going. We can get rid of a couple enemies here. Again, one of the very rare times you'll actually see me pull out Thunder Beta. Because there were 4 enemies, so everything can get hit there. And this is why we waited to do this until much later. Because what the... Speaking of what the hell. Here comes the sudden cameraman that we somehow managed to avoid going into the tunnel. You following me, camera guy? Weren't after that. Ugh. Yeah, I have very little to say except that area is really hard. So, we go down to the doctor. You want me to operate on you? Yes. Everybody gets revived. We get our mushroom taken away. Thank goodness. We can go in here and we can save. Or rather, we can just heal anyway. Saving, that'll come after I beat the dungeon. Go around, please. There we go. That's better. Can we not... Well, at least there's no mushrooms this time. That makes things significantly simpler for us. We open up with one of these, and one of those. The other 2 can just defend for now. Hey, stop that! This doesn't need to be more expensive, jeez. Why? Why are you like this, Mobile Sprout? So you may have noticed, now that I'm finally actually like doing things with Pooh, that he has an option there listed as Mirror. And that lets him copy the abilities of an enemy on the... Oh, dang it. I thought I turned around faster, but I did not. However, thankfully we're not going to get mushroomed as soon as the battle starts. That's something, I guess. If you mirror an enemy, you lose control of Pooh entirely. And his ability set changes completely and it mimics the behavior of the enemy in question. This can be useful in a few situations, but often not so much. Also, it's not very accurate. You may have to try a lot against certain enemies. At least the Mobile Sprout is targeting Jeff there. That's good. We got a decent chunk of health for Pooh, and we got a couple of points of psychic. There we go. Am I trying to avoid saying PP throughout this thing because that's a little too easy? Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Alright, so let's get this going. Do some good damage all around. And everybody should now be able to take one of these enemies. Even with that shield, that should not protect this thing enough. Never mind, I was wrong. Yay, Paula gained a level that was not really full of stats, but... Okay, so we managed to scroll those enemies off screen. That's good. The enemies here are not great. It's not fun to fight this many enemies. They are spawning in very large groups. Like this. Yeah? Not so tough without your friends, are you? Here we go. This should just be free experience. So much so that I'm not even going to use any psychic moves. We're just going to mash the L button a bunch. We're going to gain 4 attack and 3 speed for Nest. 2 vitality, 2 IQ. Wow. That's a good level. It's pretty great. Point of Slumber. That is way weaker than what we use right now, right? Yeah, Coin of Defense is what we have. That is just some... That's just some free money. Well, alright, so here we are. The 3rd Sanctuary location. And this is the 2nd Sanctuary boss in the intended order anyway. That is accompanied by some allies here. These just standard tough mobile sprouts. We've got the Trillion Age Sprout. So to deal with this, okay, that'll hit everything. That's actually what we're gonna do here. We're gonna try clearing out the entire group of enemies here, and Pooh is going to go for big damage on just the main target here. See what we can get going. Yeah, see, and that's why, is we don't have a good way to just end this fight immediately, and the tough mobile sprouts will attempt to heal the big boss. And we don't want that to happen, because that's just annoying. Oh, is that a psychic shield or a physical shield? We'll see in a moment. I just know it's not a reflex shield. That's good, at least. Oh, ew, yeah, it's a psychic shield. Probably paralysis. Didn't work on Jeff. Yeah, that's not gonna be very effective, that's for sure. Alright, so we're just gonna hit this with our cheap chunk spell in order to break it, because, yeah, I wasn't 100% sure. That's right, the physical shields are called Shields of Light. 3 hits will break a shield, though, so nice and easy. And Pooh gets the kill. Good job, buddy. You are already proving to be vaguely useful, at least. Oh, those stat gains. That's good. Level 21. And the power is Psi Magnet Alpha. Very nice. And in we go. A thoughtful, strong boy, eh? Melody of Milky Well. And there we are. We have 4 of the 8 sanctuary locations. That should make up nicely for my not doing one last time. Because I didn't, there was too much plot. Let's see if we can avoid getting into fights as we get out of here. We shouldn't need the magic butterfly because we just got healed from finding the sanctuary location. Oh, this area is really choked. I'm curious if Jeff gained any... No, I don't think Jeff gained a level recently anyway. Let's go ahead, let's take the advantage where we can, and we'll get some free experience here. Alright, now just don't whiff on anything, otherwise it's gonna feel real silly. There we go. Because I know how this game is, it'll just miss on the mushroom and I'll get mushroomed on that one extra turn I have to take. Hey, more free experience. Yay! And no closer, really, to getting Jeff to get the broken tube fixed. Oh well. Get the heck out of here and go and heal up. This isn't an easy place to teleport out of, but we should have space for it here. Alright, Pooh, use your teleport beta to send us to not one of these places. Send us to Summers. We could go to Winters and we could check out those items in that shop, but I don't think any of them are any better than what we have already. And we can go to Dalam and do nothing of any real note. But for now, I think we just want to continue with the plot. Hey, Minor Bird. Ah, the Minor Bird is telling us the Johnny Bravo speech. Yes, thank you, Waylon from Advanced Wars Days of Ruin. What's this fella got? Spectacular things. Gelato de Resort. That's it? Well, duly noted, I suppose. I don't think that's such a good idea, but okay, buddy. There's actually a surprising amount of enemies that can show up in Summers, by the way, but we didn't find any of them while we were here. Go to Scaraba, you need to cross the sea. Monster named Kraken Listen. Oh yeah, you're that guy. Ooh, that didn't look like it felt very good. Now, clearly he's landing further back in the ship than on the little mast thing back there, but that definitely looked like it would have gone somewhere a little bit painful from the perspective. Good old SNES RPG art style. Hey, you. Did your wife wake up? Quit talking about all that serious crap. Hey, look, it's another instance of the word crap in this game. This must have been seen as, like, shockingly vulgar for the time for Nintendo. But nowadays, like, come on. Nintendo could sneak a whole character singing wet-ass pussy into a E-rated game. I've managed to say something so ridiculous that even though I had set up this entire string of words in my brain, it fell apart immediately as it tried to get out. But anyway, could do that and nobody would complain, except for the usual suspects who complain about anything. You know, frankly, those people, however, are not real. Nobody cares what Ben Shapiro has to say. I'm sorry. After all, it could only cost you your life and you got that for free. I like this guy. 20 bucks a person to get on this boat with somebody who says it'll only cost you your life and you only got that for free. Oh, by the way, 20 bucks each. Thanks. Nice music, though. We're looking a little zoomed out. I have just realized I'm doing things in the wrong order. We'll fix it soon, though, don't worry. Either that or we'll die at sea, who knows. Stop the boat. Seasick. Oh man, what am I gonna do? A sailor who gets seasick? Ugh. I mean, fair enough. Came from Dalam? Yeah, a little bit. You're seasick and you're talking about being homesick. That's... If you're a pirate, you're at home on the seas, maybe. So... I don't know, something like that anyway. I'm trying to pretend that there is some sort of insightful commentary I can make here and not just be like, oh shit, I realized that I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Oh yikes, that thing looks really, really nasty. Looks even nastier in battle. I can't tell what 100% is going on with the... if it's covered in blood or what, but... that looks like something that you could certainly put together in MS Paint, especially that fire. Folks, welcome to the battle against the Kraken. This is a fairly difficult enemy. Also, again, really great music, but we heard this back when we encountered the Smiling Sphere. However, this is sort of intended to be the Kraken's theme. It's called Kraken of the Deep, or Kraken of the Sea, depending on which uploader you look at on YouTube, on the soundtrack. So... yeah, I'm not 100% sure why it's attached to an enemy like 3 hours earlier in the game, but sure. Still a great theme. Yes! Oh, I do love some free turns. Jeff is not going to be doing much of anything this battle, because we didn't get any big bottle rockets either. And that's like our main source of damage for him at this point. Tried Flash Beta. Ooh, that could be gross. Work on Ness. Paula can't stop crying. Well, Jeff can be paralyzed. Pooh, however, being paralyzed sucks butt. However, I think he's only paralyzed enough that he can still use psychic moves. Whereas Jeff obviously can't do crap because he doesn't have psychic abilities. Paula shouldn't care. She doesn't have an accuracy check. Jeff can't even defend, so let's spy. Let's see if we can find some stats here. Assuming this thing doesn't go down right now, which it probably won't. Oh, never mind. Good work, everybody. Yeah, so you start to see a little bit of an issue here with how boss fights are starting to hash out in this game, in that they are mostly very short. And of course, because there's the whole reflex-oriented thing, they kind of have to be a little bit, because otherwise you just have, well, people getting bored out of their mind from, you know, the low damage numbers flying around. There is kind of like an increased sort of attrition going on where everything is just super fast. Or is that decreased attrition? I don't 100% know the specifics of how attrition works in terms of Yay! 3 IQ points. That's very nice. Luck went up by 1, HP by 2. And Pooh should be gaining at least 2 levels here. And some good stats. So you see, eventually it's going to not be too big of an issue. Oh hey, Pooh learned Brain Shock. Eventually it's not going to be too big of an issue that Pooh doesn't use much equipment. Because he's actually still pretty powerful, even with how little he's got going for him. You threw your slippers at it. Maybe we didn't notice. Yeah, it's not shown on the thing, but I'm sure that was the kill shot. Just keep telling yourself that, buddy. See, we're back in a desert territory once again. Nothing going on the boat. And we defeated the Kraken, that's for sure. I don't think they would have let us even try to escape. Let's have a quick poke around Scaraba, and then we're going to head back. Well, saying that, we're going to head back, actually, to... we're going to head back to Saturn Valley first in order to get some free medical service. But first I want to see if there's, like, a shop here of any use. I need mummy bandages. That's a very specific thing, but okay. But okay. At this point, there's enough weird stuff in this game's world that... be a dungeon maker. And now he's Dungeon Man! The world's strangest superhero. Would I like to meet him? Probably. Oh, you're getting that, aren't you? I assume you have an ad blocker and you're just getting the ads that pierce through ad blockers because that's a thing that should be allowed to exist. Give us the key so we can enter. Don't have it. I must have lost it somewhere. Well, you don't have an ad blocker in Chrome. Certainly get one. Useful. The kid does business somewhere out here. Ew. Although that does definitely sound like a very pokey thing to do. Hassan's shop. Dollars acceptable. Hassan's shop, where we something about a reference to the old. It was one of the old. I think it was Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, where they're in the sort of they're in an Arabian setting, and they tunnel into a treasure vault, and the big guy who goes, Hassan Chop! I ruined the joke pretty heavily by trying to explain it. No ad blocker listed yet. Oh, so I know uBlock Origin is still out there, then I don't know how to grab it at that point then, because, yeah. Why don't we buy anything, because we don't need what you have to sell, sir. That sounds pretty nice. Armpit hair fertilizer. You are a strange fellow. You got snakes, vipers, and vials of serum. None of those are of particularly large use to us. We disappoint them. And snakes can be pretty cute, it's true. Perhaps you should ask an expert. Yeah. You're really beating me to the jokes here. Would a fine young man like me need one? Well, I mean, sometimes you gotta do research. Come back here after you encounter a dangerous situation. Duly noted. I'm not that interested in a bag of snakes. I don't know about afraid, but I don't really need one. What you got, Chief? You got some food, right? The Molokea soup. A kebab, boiled egg, a fresh egg. Could stock up on those and, you know, farm some chickens. Cups of coffee, bottles of water. Absolutely, my friend. You bought a piggy nose. Hope you had a large amount when you were humbly searching for the magic truffle in the deep darkness. Learn how to use a piggy nose with the use commands under the rest easy. Don't? Well, that would be a real shame. What do you got, Chief? Take a look at your menu? I mean, I guess it applies to the word there. Yeah, see, we way overpaid for that big league bat, by the way. When we bought it at Summers. That was not necessarily our cleverest move. A broken cannon. Ooh, that sounds like a good time. Alright, Jeff, why don't you get yourself a broken cannon? I think that we're not going to be able to repair that for a little bit, but why not? And Jeff can also grab a crystal charm, which, again, that should protect from paralysis, so that would be a nice thing to have had in that last fight, huh? Something else you can get us? Let's pick up the piggy nose. We're probably not going to go too in-depth in terms of finding the magic truffles, but I will show it off a little bit. Seasonings. Ah, yes, telling me about condiments, which I think I explained much earlier in the game. That sounds like something I would... I don't think we encountered anybody who was specifically selling them, though, but there's definitely some folks who do. Alright, so I think that the easiest way for us to get out of here is probably going to be to do Teleport Alpha and turn better. However, we might be able to get past here. Yeah, that looks like a straight shot, as long as we are in position when we use it. And I mean, okay, we lost a couple of psychic points, but we're gonna get those back. Oh, that's not far enough? Okay. Sure, buddy. If this doesn't work, I have to find a place to do teleport beta from. Oh, I did that too late! Let's see. How does that look? I would have to, like, hook back around and hopefully not crash into that guy. I think that this is going to end up just being a teleport beta thing, but I'm going to do one more shot at this. Again, just to be like, hey, can I actually do this? Do I have something vaguely resembling talent here? I feel the answer will be no. Yeah, we did that too late once again. So, Boo, why don't you teleport beta us to Saturn Valley? There should be enough room here. You can say if not, you'll see what happens when it fails, but clearly that is not to be worried about this time. Alright, so let's go visit the doctor, and then we'll heal. In fact, we should now be able to repair that broken tube, so I may sit in the thing for a little bit here. Until we get that thing repaired. Status, Jeff, you are indeed at 37 IQ, so yeah. There's gonna be a little bit of this. I frankly should just remember to do stuff off screen on these streams, but I'm so bad about that. Oh, Jeff fixed the broken cannon already. Became the Spectrum Beam. Oh, that sounds... well, it sounds better than what you've got already, Jeff, so... oh, that's a pretty serious upgrade. 30 attack points? Yes, please. You can tell that Jeff's gear is a little outdated, I guess. Jeff, fix the tube, please. I want you to have the thing. It's useful, I swear. There we go. Fix the broken tube. Became the Hungry HP Sucker. That is an interesting piece of equipment that we will get to see a little bit of, hopefully, pretty soon. It steals health from every enemy. So we go back to Summers. And now we go and check out the museum. Hey, Fire Drake. Got any cat pics for you to buy? Unfortunately, no. That is a reference for anybody who has not seen, although saying that, I haven't really posted it much of anywhere, a video that I did recently about NFTs and mentioning that, you know, how much of them are just literally stolen artwork, which there's a lot. There is a shocking amount of things that are just like, oh, hey, people NFT'd these random tweets that are pictures of, you know, cute animals. Because that's what a lot of Twitter is, which, as it should be. It should be a lot of pictures of cute animals. I think pictures of cute animals are pretty good. Part of the Scaraba Cultural Museum is being remodeled. Do I still want to enter? Yes. $3 a person. Study hard. Will do. Have my $12. That is very affordable for a museum compared to what it was the last time I went to a museum. I went to the Field Museum. God damn, like 2 years ago. And it was more than $3 a person, I'll say that for free. Ram Raisin III's casket. That was definitely supposed to be Rum Raisin in the original, but, you know, can't reference booze in this game. Tutankhamun's casket, yep. Not quite Tutankhamun. Pencil box. You sure about that? Ram Raisin IV's casket. Ram Raisin V's training pot. That went in a direction. Saw a chubby kid about our age here. He was wealthy. He was being extravagant. That's the description. And Tutankhamun's lunchbox. I wouldn't want to carry that to school every day. Oh, the Master Belch sound. Jeez, I miss Plastic Alan a lot. I've been watching a lot of his old stream stuff. Sooner or later, I'm probably just gonna cut a bunch of humorous things from it to use as sound clips until he comes back. The room is being remodeled, so you can't show it to the Samurai Kid. Sure, go with that description. That's less racist than you could be. Maybe giving you that gem? Sure. I hope it wasn't the Brainstone. It was the small ruby, don't worry. Impressed by our passion for learning. Come on in. Alright, what you got, boss? Oh, those things are moving. Excellent. Experiencing this great historical period. The experience is more valuable than a tiny gem. A rich kid came this summers by helicopter. That's actually much more important information. Also took a picture of the hieroglyphs. You got a lot of money from him. Alright, so what's going on with the... Oh! Well, that got us into a fight instead. You're totally lost on Omori. That's okay. Omori is strange, as far as I can tell. So, it's understandable to be lost there. Yes, we did get poo. Absolutely. Alright, so this mummified fellow is called the Shattered Man, which is a good name, but I don't know if it's a good name for a mummy. However, fairly easy enemy. And as you can tell, there are two of them in here. They do not respawn because they're your standard sort of scripted NPC type of enemies. A little bit like the Sentry robots or whatever they were called from Monotoli's building. Hey, we learned Magnet Omega for Pooh. That's pretty nice. Who read the hieroglyphs? I'll talk about Shattered Man a little more in a second. Sounds like an SCP creepypasta? A little bit. To fight against the invaders, we built this pyramid fortress. However, our efforts were futile and we lost. Nonetheless, our pyramid was protected by the gods of Scaraba. The invaders will be reborn every millennium and will attack again. Ooh. So, basically what you're saying is that Scaraba got attacked by Dark Falls, right? Even now, the invaders hide beyond space and time and build their evil stronghold. Again, still very much sounding like Dark Falls from the Phantasy Star franchise. A place out of time is beyond the dark and even farther beyond the lost underworld. The deep darkness is shrouded, it is without light. Only one with a hawk eye can pierce the dark. The Sphinx now watches over everything, waiting for the coming of a true, brave hero. And then we get this weird pattern. Somebody drew a Magic the Gathering color wheel on the back of this. Dance in front of the Sphinx. Okay, so we're going to try and... Oh. Goes Scaraba, the pyramid is the key. Well, thank you for informing me. I'm trying not to get into this fight. Dang it. So if you leave this other Shattered Man alone, which as you can see, we fucked up pretty badly, you can do some pretty hilarious glitches in the post game by coming back here and just throwing this fight over and over. And by over and over, I mean for like 50 turns, because by that point... Well, to be honest, I actually wanted to leave it here specifically so that way I could come back in the post-game and be like, hey, look at how much we screwed up the game by dying to this fight in the post-game sequence. So, yeah. Alright. Jeff gained a level, which wasn't very useful. Pooh gained a lot of stats. Once again. Oh, wow. Pooh is going to get a nice chunk of health. 38! Look at that. That's some good times. Pooh is turning out to be quite an impressive individual. Oh, you've got nothing else to say to us? Oh, okay. It's when we leave. Wait 1 second. Here's a picture of the hieroglyphs just for us. It's a reward for studying so hard. Thanks, buddy. Use it in your human civilization class. Unfortunately, I don't think the schools in Winnett have one of those. Or Tucson. Maybe Delam. Probably Winters. Oh, that phone is going ballistic. Mr. Fork of the Scaraba Cultural Museum. It doesn't sound like you. Story because you're busy, busy, busy. You found something so extraordinary that mere words could not do it justice. What do you mean, who am I? Don't you recognize my voice? Mr. Spoon from the Forside Museum of Natural History. You're not exaggerating this find. Fantastic. It's outrageous. That all you got, buddy? Just, it's real cool? I mean, sure. He found his common sense. Let's go with that, sure. What is that emote? I want to see that in a second here. We're gonna teleport to Forside. We're gonna try and do that now. And I say try because it is the next to your sanctuary. Oh, that's pretty great. Yeah, I like it. The Zephy, I think it was like Zephyr 40 because, of course, so many people are using a common word at the start of their display names on Twitch, right? Just made it today. Nice. And it got approved that fast? Wow. I'm not even using all the emote slots I have. I probably should at some point be like, hey, yeah, how about 10 and $25? Then again, most of my art skills are like MS Paint, so... You know, I also don't expect people to pay that kind of money for my things. Dinosaur Museum doesn't have any real dinosaurs, they're all replicas. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how a lot of these go. $5 a piece, that's a little heavier, but okay. Get a load of those bones. Can't even see the full dinosaur. Examining it just says no oh, we gotta look at the plaque, huh? Dinosaur bones believed to be from southern Scaraba. Don't ask for any details, our research is continuing. Wow, the museum is a smart aleck. Hi Mark, how is your evening going? Yeah, I just feel like maybe at some point I should get around to doing it once I figure out what I'm going to actually do with those. Just to have them there. You know, in case somebody's like, hey, why not? Museum should sell dinosaur t-shirts. They don't? Well, it's definitely ain't the field museum, that's for sure. How many animals go extinct before human beings discover them? Well, humans haven't existed for that long, so good lord, it's a lot. Vaguely congested from the shot earlier, but not paralyzed from pain anymore. That is, well, I'm glad you're not paralyzed from pain anymore. That's, how many go extinct because human beings discovered them? A lot. Alright, so, go back to the back here. Who's this fella? I know about something extraordinary. New singer named Venus at the DePaula Theater. We've heard about her before. Autograph on an eraser? That's very specific. Show me something extraordinary. Get her autograph on anything. Don't worry about the eraser. If the autograph is written on toilet paper, you're being a little over the top here, buddy. I was gonna be like, look at this Goofus's fashion, but it's not as terrible as I thought it was. Well, time to go pay more money for more plot progression, I guess. That said, Zephy, because you mentioned that, I actually got a Twitch payout fairly recently. Just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it would have been like 2 weeks ago, because it literally happened during the week that I was taking off from streaming for reasons. In short, the Tapala is down from here, I believe. Again, it might help if I had the town map, but we were at such a point where inventory was at such a premium. Yeah, the Tapala is right here. This lazy bastard can't even go over here himself. Alright, so I guess I have to talk to you. Do I want to buy a ticket? Yeah. 30 bucks. That's right. I had the right idea the first time. I have to get that out of my inventory. The show will be starting at any moment. Well, I picked the right time to... You still have tickets before this much before the show. This show must not be very popular. And again, sexy being of all the other words to not see in a game from 1995 for children on a Nintendo console. You just steal someone's personality. Sheesh. Keep on switching over to YouTube. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, I post my archives of my streams on YouTube. And I do other videos over there, but ugh! I wouldn't think of streaming on YouTube. Last time I tried to watch anybody stream on YouTube, it was very janky. I feel like every time that was mostly trying to watch Around the Wheel stream on YouTube. If Poochie's, isn't that odd? Well, I tried to watch Round the Wheel stream on YouTube a couple of times, back when he attempted to do that to stream Lemmings. And I found that YouTube's streamer interface for the audience is shockingly non-functional. And I know that I'm over here talking about YouTube being non-functional when I'm on Twitch. That'll give you an idea of how bad it is. Oh, I think that was the guy from the museum being dragged off by security. Maybe this is why he's having such a hard time getting this autograph. Like, not for nothing, but wait until after the show at bare minimum. They call that squeaking singing. Yes, good old... The SNES was not amazing at sampled speech, but I suppose that there wasn't much going on with that in the recording of this either. Although, again, saying that, I've heard some pretty decent sampled speech out of the SNES. It's not all, you know, the caliber of the Street Fighter type of games. If you've ever played Super Smash TV for the SNES, that has some pretty good sampled speech. And yeah, ain't that the way, Mark, is on the one hand Google, on the other hand Amazon. No matter which way you go, this thing is still owned by terrible, terrible people. Actually, I'm like, are there other streaming services out there? Does Hitbox still exist? I wonder if Hitbox is owned by somebody terrible. Oh, Facebook Gaming, I don't even know if that still exists. Does that still exist? God, I hope not. I don't even have a Facebook account anymore. Anyway, yeah, Hitbox. I wonder if that's... Like, we're gonna find out that Hitbox is owned by fucking Palmer Luckey or something. You've never heard of Facebook gaming? That's actually kind of surprising, because it did have a couple of high-profile names attached to it at some point. Although, again, why would you watch those people? You think caffeine might still... Well... You should see how many cans of Dr. Pepper are on my I'm kidding. I know what you meant. An autograph? Give us an autograph on this banana peel. You just had a banana peel lying around in the middle of this room? This is a bonus. Smack. I guess they're supposed to be implying that she's giving Ness a kiss, but if they're going to express it like that, I'm just going to imagine her wailing on us with a lead pipe. Maybe she's still pissed about that guy from the museum, which I wouldn't blame her. I saw the... Yes, I did see the pictures you linked last time. You got some pretty interesting stuff there. This guy's just like, oh, hi, and moves out the way of the desk. Or rather, the gap in the desk. And now we have to go back into the dinosaur museum and pay to enter once again. Well, I guess this really does sort of represent being in America in its own way, of just like, hey, you gotta pay constantly for everything, even when you have no money. I guess you could say it's a bit of, considering this amount of money we pay here, it's a game about microtransactions, huh? Be a good idea if we took a break? No, it would not. Never heard of Picarto. Picarto is, like, mostly for art streaming, so that is kind of understandable if you don't follow artists to that extent. Also, this guy, we have to actually show the item once again, just like the ticket. I'm doing this in a silly way. Plex Storm is one that I don't even know about. It has an authentic Venus autograph. Yep. The next room, there is a light shining from far, far below the manhole. There you found a huge monster rat. You're not trying to pull my leg. Let us go in and check it out? Alright. Eternal signed banana. That's right, that's an Amori joke. I didn't even remember Eternal Banana, which will tell you something here. I had mixed feelings about Omori. Not that it was a bad game, but also I think part of it really is that it doesn't do a good job of making some characters sympathetic, and also I kept coming in and switching out at weird times. Ouch! Yeah, so the Deadly Mouse does the same things as the Rowdy Mouse from much earlier in the game, and hurts just as fucking badly. And the Stinky Ghost is very resistant to physical attacks. So I guess we're going to do things a little bit like this. And Pooh, you can use Life Up Beta on yourself. Yeah, it was a pretty big hit. It was a little disgusting. Oh, it also has a poisonous bite. Gross. The problem with physical shields is that I only have a single target one right now. Wait, does Ness have an AoE one? I'd have to take a look. Have a Stinky Ghost and Phasmophobia. Also, to rewind, Mark, Sukon, I don't know what the hell that is either. I assume that's another streaming service, one that I have clearly never heard of. Hey! That much extra psychic points is always good. Anything over here? Oh, okay, I get it. I didn't pronounce it right then, clearly. Da-da-da-da-da-da. But here's the thing. You act like it's an unbelievable name. I mean, there's something. Alright, what do we got? More Stinky Ghosts. Yeah, we got more of the Stank Boys here. Not Fire Alpha, we want to go big here. Fire Beta, that should be enough to do the job. I'm not even, like, angry because that's actually, well, it's better than people usually do about those things, so. At this point, I'll take that. Alright, can we get rid of the stench crew here? They're gonna be annoying. Oh, yeah, I guess I... Did I whiff on the first... God, I don't want to whiff a stinky ghost. That came out very wrong. Did I miss the first one with my rockin' beta? Anyway, here we are, up to our necks in stink water. Which looks like it's got little shark fins in it. Oh, I hit both of them? It's just that they suck that much in terms of... Oh. Wow, okay, that was rude. Oh, you've got the possession move. We're gonna just try and run away from this fight. I need to be in a better position for this, and I would like to get rid of that ghost. What's here? As far as I know, Alan did not finish Omori, but I could look at what the most recent one on there is. In fact, I think the playlist even says incomplete, so... I would guess not? Alright, so we're going to make ourselves scarce briefly, and we're going to incur another, like, $20 charge to ourselves, but we're going to teleport to Saturn Valley, get some healing, and then come back here. And I know this is absolutely the chump's way to do it, but on the other hand, I don't want to sit here and plow through this whole dungeon with, you get it. Alright, so... Ness should be able to teleport Alpha out of here. If I remember to hit the buttons fast enough, yeah. Now let's try just aiming in that direction to start with. Or is it gonna fuck me? Is it gonna... Oh no, it didn't. Whoop! There we go. Because apparently I just really suck at turning on in time on these things. On slumber, yes. I miss him too. He's... Well, as you can tell by how much I watch him, he's always a lot of fun to watch streaming, but... You know, he's giving birth to... His wife is giving birth, pardon me. Not him himself. But he's going to have a child soon. He doesn't exactly have the... He doesn't have the organs, that's all. You know? Sometimes you just do not have organs, and... Wait a second. That's not... Anyway, let's go back in here. Just let us in! By an expert in the area of arts and sciences. We've been in here 3 times! It's just some pervert. Actually, I'm looking at him and my brain is going, that's some dude from the Flintstones. I mean, clearly he's dressed better. Oh, here we've got the filthy attack roach. Oh, you're a jerk, aren't you, buddy? Continuous attack, that's gross. Alright, can you heal yourself in time, Pooh? Maybe if I use the interface faster. Oh, thank goodness. Open the door. I don't want none of that. That's much better. Alright, what's in the garbage can? A broken iron. Didn't we already do something with one of those? Well. Guess what, Jeff? You're carrying that for now. Yeah, that I think is just gonna make another slime generator, which, we barely use the one we have right now. In fact, we should probably sell that. We're very much reaching a part of the game where it is more prudent to just go for hard damage as opposed to anything that tricky. Hey, nice. Yeah. Oh, another cockroach. Don't you start giving me the combo attack here. Oh, well, you tried to stun Ness and it didn't work. That's fine. I'm glad you wasted a turn. Unfortunately, Ness still ended up not doing anything that turn. Whoops! Foregone conclusion. What is going on in... Are we gonna get any enemies in here? I know that enemies can show up in the sludge water. And don't worry, it's not like sewer sharks or anything. You get from the fins and the little bits of rubble. Yeah, see, there's something right now. I just don't know what it is. It's too short. Is it a cockroach? Is that a... What's that cockroach, like, walking on the surface of the water, basically? Alright. Hit it! Ouch! Speaking of hitting it, that's what we like to see. Ness hitting it and hitting it good. Hey, 2 HP. Hooray. Oh yeah, that's right, Pooh doesn't gain any health from that. Well, whatever. It's fine. Gets it out of our inventory. That bowl of rice gruel is not worth very much either. Well, I guess we're gonna throw a couple of psychic points over there and heal up Pooh. Getting too tired and you gotta go to sleep? Well, that's alright. See you next time you show up, Retro. Back into the sewer sludge here. We've got a lot of this going on. I bet there's something on the other side of the thing near the nearest ladder that's just camping us. Or there can just be a deadly mouse and a Stank Master 4000 showing up here too. That's always great. Alright, so we should divide and conquer pretty decently here. I think. Well, we got rid of the deadly mouse, so that's pretty good. And the stinky ghost should go down from... Or Ness can just miss. Well, there's a lot of people not getting hits here. That's okay. As long as it's mostly the stinky ghost. Get out of here, buddy. And this will be another cockroach. Again, just sort of skidding on the surface of the sewer water. As cockroaches are known to do, I suppose. Actually, can cockroaches swim? I don't know if anybody in here would know something like that, but... on the off chance that you do know if cockroaches can swim, please share with the class. Are you kidding? How the f... How does that count as an attack from behind? Did you get into the exact 1 pixel of Paula's back arc that was open? What, did my entire party turn into fucking bristleback here? So that way my back arc is this size of Texas? Well, we got a decent level out of the deal, so that's nice. And a less good level. And a pretty mediocre level, really. Alright, now I gotta stop and read this because Fire Drake dropped an essay on us. From Terminix, some species of cockroaches can swim, but not in a fashion you might expect. Actually, their method of swimming is better described as floating. While it's not common for roaches to swim up through floor and toilet drains to enter structures, it does happen. So basically what you're telling me is, it may very well have been accidental, but this game is completely right about the fact that roaches can move on the surface of the water. And that one absolutely was my fault. I was expecting to get up that ladder faster, but I should know better by now. Freeze Alpha should be more than enough damage to get the job done here. That's right, fail to stun me. Thank you for that information, Fire Drake. That is actually kind of interesting. It's amazing when you shitpost in the middle of a stream and it turns into something actually of some interest. And Paula's health was maxed out from a single life up alpha. You can tell that she's still a little bit behind compared to the rest of the party. Even Jeff is doing better HP-wise. I don't want to deal with that deadly mouse or the stanky stank over there. The stanky leg. Oh, get in there. Magic Butterfly. That's right, the item that I was thinking of along this path is all the way on the other side. On the other hand, Magic Butterfly is appreciated. Is this a room that infinitely spawns these? It sure is. Alright, so is everybody fully healed? Yes. Take and consume Magic Butterfly. Just powder that up and... you know. Alright, there we go. A little bit of stuttering will get us a long way there. And here, a Rust Promoter Deluxe. Ooh, that's not what I thought it was. Unfortunately, stuttering didn't pay off here, so we've got to deal with this. Just this. That's all I've got here. The Deadly Mouse should be pretty easy. We're gonna do things a little differently, and we're gonna try to clear the Stinky Ghost just because it's harder to kill. The Deadly Mouse hopefully will not fuck with us too much. Although, I was about to say, saying that, I may have just invited myself to get smashed in the face with some garbage orange. But it was not to be. Not to be confused with the character from Nier Automata. I should probably stream Nier Automata at some point. I will probably... Wait, fuck, when does the Nier remake come out? I'll stream Nier Automata around then, because goodness knows I will probably never get around to streaming the actual original version of Nier, which is only one of 2 games that we got over here in the States originally. I think it's Nier Gestalt that we got, and then there's Nier Replicant, which is the other one. Don't hold me to that. I admit to a low amount of expertise at best. Alright, let's take on this cockroach, and there's a bin in the back of the room that should have a very nice item for us. It comes out next month. Oh wow, that's much sooner than I thought. The Broken Bazooka, there we go. Unfortunately, I was hoping that this would be in a much nicer state of conditions here, but as it stands, we can still hand that over to Jeff and he'll be able to fix it once he hits like 49 IQ or something. Yeah, I might have been thinking that it was at the very least May, because I believe that May is when the remake of Nocturne comes out. SMT3 Nocturne, for anybody out there who is of interest of that. That is a pretty good game in its original version, and it's nice to see it getting remade, although I've heard that the remake, at least at the time of release, was very buggy, so I don't know if that's ever been fixed. It may not have been. It may not be for the English-speaking territories release. Approach with caution, especially considering it's $50 fucking. Actually, since the PS3 and PSP and PS Vita stores are going to be closing down sometime soon, if you can, before you get a chance, see if Nocturne is still available on those, because I believe I got it for $15 on the PS3 service, literally years ago, so you might be able to get that game for, frankly, a much better price, and honestly, I don't know that it's going to look so much melt-your-face amazing in the remake that you will feel that you need to get that over the old version. Anyway, here we've got the Plague Rat of Doom, which looks... it's shaped a little bit like a shoe, honestly. A shoe with a big rat tail on the back of it. It is a very powerfully silly looking boss. But it, like you would expect of a Sanctuary boss at this point in the game, this thing can fuck you up. And you can see we're not doing a ton of damage to it, but we are, as ever, going to just dump our strongest stuff onto it. And in that case, I think for Paula, it's actually going to be Fire Gamma instead of Ice Gamma. We'll see how that hashes out in just a second here. Neat pattern. 173. That is not really very inspiring in terms of efficiency. I think we're switching back to freeze afterwards. Ooh, ouch. Pooh just took a crap load of damage and got poisoned. Although, again, make your own jokes about rats and their diets here, but I don't think they literally... well, I guess if Forsyth is supposed to be New York, a rat there will definitely try to eat you alive. Alright, is this thing almost dead? We're doing, like, at least 500 damage a turn, or nearly so. Oh, wow. Again, Pooh having a real bad time of it. Barely surviving, and not even running into guts. Amazing. There we go. The Plague Rat of Doom is dead. And we get a nice meaty pile of experience. Oh, yeah. Alright, Paula. Nothing big there. Jeff, how are you doing here? Guts, Vitality, got an IQ. Nice. Who is now level 32? 8 offense. Wow, that's pretty good. 4 defense, 2 speed, 2 IQ, 2 luck, 2 HP, 5 max PP. You're getting another level. You gain basics. Gained freeze gamma. Alright. So we should be able to survive up to the sanctuary point by just using a simple healing beta. I was like, I'll use a life up. No, I won't. It's free real estate. We can just go over here and check out the thing. Saw a baby's bottle, but just for an instant, huh? Record the melody of Magnet Hill. And we open the chest. Whoa! There's a carrot key here. Wonder what that is. Let's have ourselves a quick look. Help. Special type of bunny's favorite carrots. That is a little bit oblique, but it is supposed to imply that it goes to the statues that we saw in Dalam. Assuming we remember to go look at them. Otherwise, we'd probably just be a little bit lost. And at this point, everything is running away from us, so I think we're safe to just walk through the sewer water. And that should prevent us from getting into fights, which, you know, I wouldn't normally mind getting into fights if there were just single enemies here and we could clear through them in a single turn, but these spawns are definitely a little bit chunky. Not to be confused with the character from Donkey Kong 64. I remember when I tried to stream Donkey Kong 64 many, many years ago. Back before I was even a Twitch affiliate. That game drove me absolutely bananas. I didn't intend for that to end in that pun, but here we are. And yeah, definitely a lot of parts of that game that are very frustrating. Such as, for example, the Beetle Race. That thing is awful. And you go, shut your eyes, screens hurt now. Fair enough, Mark. Go get yourself some rest and all of that. Have a nice rest of your evening. Must be in a much lower. Alright, so oh, it's you again. Get a load of this weirdo. Showing up right in front of the museum. Well, I guess we got a picture of ourselves with the dinosaur skeleton earlier, so fair enough. We're gonna back up a nice chunk here, and we're going to turn around, and we're going to teleport to... Well, we didn't get in any fights coming out of the sewer, so we don't need to worry about that, but we are going to teleport to Dalam. And I'm going to have a big issue there because it's going to turn me straight up. For some reason. Okay, buddy. You do you, I guess. Said I want to go to Dalam. Holds the buttons for a second to make sure that I go in the right direction. I wish I was good enough at Teleport Alpha that I could just get out of some of the really tight areas of the game, but I think that in order to do that properly in my current state, I would have to bind the directional buttons to my joysticks on my controller and just start spinning, basically, with the heel of my hand. And that would be kind of cool, but also, you know, Mario Party flashbacks, right? So let's feed the rabbits the carrot key. How strange, the rabbits and carrots disappeared all at once. That is pretty strange. And in we go. And we get some unique music for this dungeon, which is a change. As we encounter the Tengu. Not to be confused with the Tengu, I suppose, but the Tengu. And we're just gonna approach this the way we approach most things, especially single enemies, where we just do that. Actually, by now, Paula might be able to hit harder than Freeze Alpha. That may be a bit of a waste of a turn. And we can take a poke around this entire area. You'll see that the enemies are in these sparks, by the way, so we don't get to see what they actually are before we fight them. Inside the present there was a snake, so that was probably another Tengu. And yes, I'm going to pronounce it wrong on purpose because it's spelled wrong. Good work on the localization. Hey, Thundermites. Again, real good music for this fight. Or just in general, really. And I love these backgrounds, by the way. They look so good. I just wanted to take a moment to point that out. Fire Beta might do decent damage here. Yeah, there we go. Ouch. Double ouch. Yeah, we have a full party now, so Thunder is going to land hits. Like, no questions asked. Thunder will always hit us at this point. Unless somebody else was to leave our party for some reason, but that would be really stupid, right? Why would that happen? It's gonna happen again. Oh, wow. I thought that was way too early for that to happen. And then we got the Conducting Menace. It does kind of look a little bit like Dennis the Menace. Okay, well, Paula, I guess you're not doing anything this fight because you're confused. Jeff, shoot the Kiss of Death in the background, I guess? Oh, right, you can't hit anything because you're blind from all the crying. Well, that's Pooh dead. I'm gonna have to... I'd say I have to escape from this dungeon, but... I don't suppose that that is actually the case here. I just would have to, I've got a cup of life noodles. I can feed him that, right? Jeff, goddammit. You're... Unfortunately, Paula is still confused, so... That is not really a useful thing that happened in any way there. Fuck off. Alright, well, that thing's dead. And so's the Conducting Menace. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Good. Does anyone have a... Yeah, Jeff, you have one that you can feed to Pooh. Great. This is not really the kind of state I like to be in, to say the least, but it'll do. Yes. Alright, single enemy. It's a Conducting Menace. That's still not 100% great, but we should be able to get this going for us, right? Is this... Yeah, this thing was using Flash Beta on us, so... The faster we kill it, the better. That's right. Okay, it used Flash Alpha this time. And blinded the entire party. And Ness missed. Wow. I'm amazed that Flash Alpha is that useful. Don't... Oh, fuck off. Now we got 2 conducting menaces. This area is... I'm probably in here a little too early, so yeah. That will probably explain a lot of my... Ugh. Aim for Nest, goddammit! Fuck. I definitely shouldn't be here. We'll just say that. I should absolutely not be in this location. Well, good job, Paul. Well, Ness, you really need some more psychic points. Oh god, my throat. I think that's probably from yelling fuck so much, but here we are. You know what, Pooh, you're gonna be the healer for now. Because you can do that stuff, and you've got bottles of water on your person. Alright, what do we got here? No problem here, my ass. It's... I have to go around? Now you're being silly. The Bracer of Kings. That's what we wanted. That is really the only reason to not just rush this entire dungeon down, because it's a piece of equipment for Pooh, and we may as well get it now. The only arm piece that Pooh is able to equip. And it gives him 30 defense, so that's pretty nice. I think it also gives him a resistance to a status effect, but I could be wrong. Help. Be equipped on Pooh's arm. Helps protect from being hypnotized, and luck goes up. That's pretty good. So Pooh should at least be partially protected from being put to sleep now. So that's great. Plus he has the item to protect against brain shock. Thundermite. This thing is nice and soft. We should be able to kill this with just basic attacks. Okay, I admit I'm surprised you managed to get a turn, buddy. But maybe Ness is just getting that slow. His legs are giving out that fast. Offense up Omega. Nice. I probably won't use it, but nice. And speaking of IQ, Jeff, what is your IQ sitting at right now? 39. We're still 10 away from being able to fix that broken bazooka. At least 10. I'm pretty sure 49 is the boundary there, but it might be 50. Either way, it changes into a pretty nice item when we get there, so that is something I would like to see happen sooner rather than later. But if it has to take a while, it has to take a while, I guess. Right, nice. Less nice. Ness, you're not going to do as much damage as you would with a physical attack there, because I didn't expect the Thundermite to die quite that easily. Honestly, at this point, we've reached a certain point in the game where we should simply account for the extreme likelihood that Ness will go last on any given turn. With a single enemy, we can just rush it down with physical attacks. Especially if we get a crit like that. Good job, Paula. And amazing, Ness didn't go last. Down the hole. Alright, what do you got in here? A sudden guts pill. Hey, free $250. And a free 20 psychic points. And 2 holes. I believe it's the further one we want to go through. That leads us to an item. A rock candy. Ooh, yes. Rock candies are among the more hilariously exploitable items in the game. In that you can use them with a condiment and they will not get consumed properly. I think you have to use them in battle for that, but it's a thing. It's one of the more infamous glitches in the game. And we will be probably not doing that, I don't think. As much as it's tempting to just be like, hey, yeah, let me do this to get Jeff's IQ up. Goodness knows it will take very long for Jeff to get any IQ. And so he'll come out of it with God tier stats instead of, like, doing what I want. Ouch. Right, well, the Tengu is dead. And so is the Conducting Menace. But we are pretty beat up here after getting into a fight with 3 enemies there, but we should get some nice... Oh, wow. Pooh is getting the good stats there, and he got healing... Not healing Delta. Healing Gamma. That's great, because healing Gamma is the equivalent of a secret herb, which means that Pooh is now capable of sometimes reviving people. It won't always work, and it costs 20 PP to do it, but it's a thing. That was healing, not... Oh, I'm dumb. Well, that's what I get for mentioning it, I guess. Alright, here we are at the boss. Stick to your sanctuary location. Alright, what do you got for us? Thunder and Storm. And we get Kraken music. That's a good way to get me a little nervous here. This should be a fairly cut and dry fight. Let's spy and see what we're dealing with here. In fact, I'm going to have Paula go on defense. Spy, go on defense. And it's vulnerable to Psy Flash. And you're using Thunder Beta. Just under a different name. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the versions of Flash that can kill things. So we're not going to try exploiting a Flash weakness here. And Paula is going to drop to 3 HP because holy fuck. Actually, so is Pooh. Wow. This might be a bit of a rough siege here. I don't know if anybody's even really gained experience out of this, except for Ness, who is just absolutely stacked when it comes to HP, so... Oh wow. I'll take a paralysis. That's good. Freeze Gamma. Alright, if we can re-petrify you, that would be great. Or you can just die. That's easier as well. That was a quicker fight than the Plague Rat, but I suppose that Pooh has Freeze Gamma now, so that'll help. That'll account for it. Nice, 14 HP up for Jeff. As Pooh gains a level with only the 3 HP. Come on, dude. You're not trying much. But here we are. Your Sanctuary number 6. We've gotten 4 this stream. So, wow, I think we may be wrapping this in a couple of weeks. Short vision of seeing his mother when she was young. Soundstone recorded the melody of the Pink Cloud. And more importantly, we are fully healed. And enemies are supposed to be afraid of us, or they can just do whatever the hell they feel like, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can get a quick ambush here. Yep. That's a single enemy, so it's free experience. It's less free than I would like, because apparently we can't kill the Conducting Menace in one turn without any assistance. Especially if Jeff misses. There you go. Just get angry enough and things will eventually start working, I guess. Well. Your interwebs is really eating it tonight. That's unfortunate. What's it eating? That joke was never funny. So we are going to do things a little bit high cost here, basically. Because we're going to end up just porting to Saturn Valley as a little bit of a point to call home here before we... once we're done. Basically. Dropped a bottle of water. Alright. Very nice, Pooh. I mean, Paula picked it up, but still. Nice for Pooh. Hey! Literally free experience. Very nice. So I'd like to know where that other hole goes. Let's see if we can find that out real quick. Do. 2,700 experience for nothing. Ignore those two. Then we got... wow, there's a lot of enemies around here. And because they make such odd movements, even when they're running away, sometimes they can still just randomly sweep you in the back. Alright, so where does this go? This is probably going to go to the top of the room with the rope. Yes. So that was ultimately kind of useless, but that's okay. Let's get our free experience here and continue back along our way. And let's head over to Saturn Valley. Let's do our usual things. Let's get recovered. We don't have any status effects on us, thank goodness, so we don't have to do that. And we got another slime generator, but that's meh. We're gonna sell that. We're gonna go to the Saturn shop and we're gonna sell that to Mr. Saturn. That's not what I was going for. Alright. Yes, let's start by selling the Coin of Slumber. That's quick. 750. You want a snake? 110. Not bad for just handing over a random snake that we found for some reason. Rust Promoter Deluxe, 144. Right. You don't need that sudden guts pill. I should remember also to put to use some of our HP recovery items at some point. Also, I never did show off the Hungry HP sucker, did I? Well, later. No can't buy that. We'll have to call in the Escargot Express. You gonna make me do this? Oh well. Nothing from you needs to be sold. How about this slime generator? Can you buy this? 210. Sure. Check the phone. Escargot Express. Alright, can you pick up some stuff for us? Yeah. Doop 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 doop. Alright, come on out to this cliffside, buddy. Where did you come from? That's my question. 18 bucks. Pick up to 3 things. I don't think I need the hieroglyph copy, but I will keep it on hand anyway. Alright, so let's remove the pencil eraser. Let us also get rid of the laser gun. And that'll be it. Yes. Alright, later, Chief. Thanks for coming up to this strange cliffside. Alright, speaking of later, let's go ahead and save and find out how much money Dad gave us. Quite a bit. 40 grand from beating up all of those enemies. Pretty good. Alright, saving. Alright, and that'll do us for this session. We will come back to this next Monday.